Yo, Dylan here, and I want to do another sit and talk video. With this one, I just want to do an update of what manga I'm currently reading, and I have I have put in like a bunch of different categories, and there is a lot here. This first kind of category is mainly the manga that I'm mostly caught up to. By the time this comes out, there might be like another chapter that's released, but that's why I'm saying mostly. And this one has, I think, the most in it. And I'm not going to do anything like, no, I'm not giving any summaries or anything. It's like basically a video of me talking about, all the manga I'm reading. It started with this first category. We have Black Butler, Black Clover, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Eden Zero, or Eden Zero, however you want to say it, Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Interspecies Reviewers, Tony Can't Communicate, Mieruko-chan, My Hero Academia, Noragami, Seraph of the End, The Great J Will Not Be Defeated, Uzaki-chan Wants Hang Out, and World's End Harem. Those are, for the most part, I'm caught up with. Those are all the manga that I'm currently caught up with as of recording this. These next ones are ones that I'm starting or am going to start because of the anime that was made for it. And there's only 3 in this one. It is Fire Force, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Kimono Jihen. The thing with Fire Force, before I started that, or at least starting wherever the anime was, wherever the second season ended, I wanted to actually read Soul Eater before I did that, and I finally accomplished that about, I don't know, I forgot when I finished Soul Eater. But yeah, I want a Soul Eater reboot. Please let that happen at some point, because that ending was so good. Okay, this next category is manga that I'm reading by volume, like buying each volume kind of thing. And there's only 4 here, and the manga are Fullmetal Alchemist, Monster Musume, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and Vampire Knight Memories. Fullmetal Alchemist, I'm getting the Fullmetal Edition volumes, so that's why I'm technically saying per volume, even though they're not exactly the same amount per volume. There's I think like maybe 1 or 2 more chapters per of the Fullmetal Edition volumes. But they're really awesome. You can see them right there, right here. They're right here. So, and it's just like a nice, plus it's just a nice way to finally read something that I've watched ever since I started watching anime. So it's just nice to read the original source of it. And I just really like the hardcover books. If you've seen my haul videos, I know that how I'm reading Monster Musume, Legend of Zelda, and Vampire Knight Memories. So if you've seen those videos, then you probably already know about those. This next category are manga that I kind of need to catch up on. Most of that has to do with how it's not all translated. And there's only 2 here, but I didn't want to put these into the finish or the next one that I'm going to be saying. Or I don't want to do it. It's these 2 are so specific to this category that I kind of had to put it in its own category. And these 2 manga are How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift and Sensei Ore ni Kamawazu Ite Kudasai. And I have done videos on that last one. But that one is just getting translated so freaking slow. I mean, the translation is picking up now, but there's almost 40 chapters, and not even 30 of them are translated. Yeah, there's gonna be probably a storm later, so yeah. As for How Heavy the Dumbbells You Lift, let's just say the apps that I use on my phone here, don't always have those ones up to date all the time. And I kind of go on my desktop instead here and just read and just try to find websites to go and catch back up to however many there are. Anyway, this next category are the newer-ish kind of ones that I'm both either starting or I'm going to start. And there's 3 in this one. The first one here is Boku no Kanojo wa Psycho Des, which I don't know. I don't exactly know what that's translated. I don't know if there's an official English title for it or not. I don't know. And the other 2 for this category are My Dress Up Darling and Please Put Them On Takamine-san. Address Belling. That's one I'm planning to start. Please put them on Takamine-san. That one I'm already starting. I'm on like chapter around chapter 20. I'm around chapter 20, I think. And the reason I put these in like newer-ish and not the manga I need to catch up on is because the two that are in that other one, the Sensei Orini and the Dumbbells one, those are ones that I've been reading, but have just been waiting for translations and all that kind of stuff. And let's do a nice bonus category of light novels, because Anime Planet puts manga and light novels in the same thing, in the same like tab on where you do your list. So each thing has like for SAO, there's like there's the manga and there's the light novel, and they kind of differentiate it by putting like light novel or manga in parentheses right next to the name, right next to the title, so you don't mix them up. So let's go ahead and let's just talk about what light novels I'm currently reading. There's a certain Metro Index, which I kind of put off for a little bit because there's so many others that I'm wanting to read, and I kind of think I finished. I forget what volume. I think I finished on volume 7. That's the last one I read, I think. And there's Goblin Slayer, which I finished volume 10, and that one was such a slog of a story. Volume 10 is honestly, I don't always like to get negative, but volume 10 was honestly the worst volume of Goblin Slayer. It got confusing on the setting. I didn't know where it took place at times, and by the time I figured it out, as I was reading, they were going to another place. So it just got confusing, and a lot of people that have read Volume 10 of Goblin Slayer agree that it is the least favorite of the volumes, of the Goblin Slayer volumes. This next light novel is No Game No Life, which I've figured out that I'm on volume 4 right now. By the time you see this, I might be on to volume 5. I don't know. But I've learned that volume 4 is basically new territory for me, because the anime covered volumes 1 to 3 with a slightly different ending, and covered volume 6 with the movie, but there was apparently a scene toward the end that was important that was not in the movie, and if I figure that out when I start volume 6, I have up to volume 7. I own up to volume 7 of No Game No Life, so I have a lot of that I can read, that I'm reading. Next light novel is Rascal Does Not Dream series. I currently have the first 3 volumes. I've read the first 2, so currently the only ones that I haven't read yet are the No Game No Life volumes 4 to 7, as well as the third Rascal Does Not Dream novel. Next 2 are the obvious ones that people know from me: Sword Art Online and Sword Art Online Progressive. Of course, I'm still continuing that, and I'm hoping for volume 7 of Progressive sometime this year. Please, I want more Progressive. And that's the end of this video. I know. Hit like, go watch my Higurashi videos. Go give them some views, cause I do kind of work hard with those. It's basically a nice read along. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little update video of what I've been reading currently. Who knows, by the time this comes out, it might change entirely again. So, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in my other videos. Hope you return to watch some of my other videos. So, yeah, bye-bye.